by using the variational fitting and that you are then you go linear in the basis set, the auxiliary basis set, that then you are bypassing somehow the orbitals, but in fact you are not bypassing never the orbitals, right? Because at the end, what you have in the next slide, you have the potential, the Coulomb potential, the Coulomb energy. No, in the next slide, you have the Coulomb there. You have the Coulomb energy.
Yeah.
You have the indexes are those indexes are related to the orbitals, right?
Yeah.
So then you are, because look, this is my point, and actually this is my. I would like to hear what your opinion about that. If you are bypassing the orbitals that are in the original constant theory, then that means not only that you have to be concerned about building new exchange correlation functionals, but then you will have it's more más grave. Then you need a kinetic energy functional, which is different. So that's my first question. Are you implying that then probably within this context, I still believe that you don't have a different version of constant theory. You are simply getting rid, I mean, it's very important to get rid of the force-centered integrals, and you are getting rid of the force-centered integrals, right? But you don't want to change the kinetic energy of the non-interacting electrons, do you?
No, look, if you look at the slide, you see, I don't know from where this idea from you comes that I said.
You mentioned that, Andreas. When you presented the mapping there,
look,
you mentioned that.
Look here, you don't bypass the orbitals.
That's my point. You never.
If you bypass here something, it is the expansion. Oops. It is the expansion of the density in terms of products of atomic orbital.
That's what you bypassing.
That is what I bypass.
Okay. So then we agree with that.
And that is
then
really what goes.
My second comment is, and this is when you were talking, and it's a talking that I think is that. Now that you have a way to really deal correctly with the, well, it's not the Fock exchange, it's the exact exchange. But anyway, that's semantics. With the exact exchange, I think now I understand what the functional that you should try to put in deMonk, or we should try to put in deMonk. I mean, and now I understand why you are so good fan of Rodney Bartlett. I mean, let's forget about exchange. If I understand your message is exchange is done. Now we have exchange, and now the only thing that we have to care is about correlation. Is that correct? Is that the message that you want to say?
Well, that does not work. That is
but then what is now you can calculate exact exchange.
Hold on. Think about it. If you think about the last 10 years of development, for example, from the Parte, then you see what they did is they actually eliminated the need for any
kind of exchange functional. Right, that's his point.
So, but
he's right.
No, moment. The first thing is fundamentally that if you use Fock exchange, as in the form as Fock exchange is defined, inside the Kohn-Sham picture, you no longer have a mathematical local potential. Because the Fock potential per se is mathematically non-local.
You have to go to generalized Kohn-Sham.
You have to go to something that is all.
That's not how we are solving the equation.
Exactly. So you need to go to something that is optimized, effective, potential driven.
Right? I agree.
Okay.
100%.
Okay. Now you do many-body perturbation theory on top of an OEP. And you see something which is extremely disturbing. And that is, Brillon's theorem doesn't hold. That means that all many-body perturbation developments coming out of wave function theory is absolutely incapable to describe correlation inside Kohn-Sham. That is why Andreas Görling failed, and that is why Rodney Bartlett failed. The difference between them both is Rodney understood from where this comes. And that is a first order perturbation term that is not small. If you talk to people like Toulouse or Sabine, they tell you, oh, this term is small. No, it is not. If you are in an accuracy range of a kilocalorie per mole, this term is dominant. So that is a problem. Why you need to explore another way.
But then what's your clue? I mean, which direction you? Because from what I heard today, I think it's now we only have to forget about exchange. I agree with you that we have to really be concerned about how to solve the quotient equations because we are in generalized quotient and we are not solving that. But then we have to focus only on the correlation.
No, I think that I don't think that
then
this.
I don't follow.
No,
if you want, we'll discuss later. Because my comment.
No,
I mean,
think about the following. Only to finish this. If you do G3 set Hartree-Fock calculations, the error in the atomization energy is in the range of 200 kilocalories per mole.
I agree.
If you do Dirac exchange G3 calculation, the error is down to something like 80 or 70 kilocalories per mole.
Yeah.
Yeah? That means that the way what we call exchange in Kohn-Shah is fundamentally different to the exchange in Fock. So you cannot, in the OEP does nothing else as to mimic Fock exchange. It mimics it, and it mimics it very good. It mimics it so good that it keeps all the faults of Fock exchange with it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah?
We will discuss.
That
One last point that,
yeah.
that I have in your solvation model.
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting, but don't you think that it's, I mean, the common wisdom and my physical picture of solvation is that, and actually what these implicit solvation models do is when you put a solute in a solution, the molecular, the geometry relaxation of the solute is always important.
Yes.
So you don't have that in this model, right?
Once you have the gradient, you do an optimization step.
And then you optimize the solute.
No, you make one optimization step for the solute, and then again you make the sampling and you optimize the solute again.
And the final point, I like this because I really, well, I don't know if Aurelien is a capping fan, but I don't like capping potentials also. That's one of the reasons why I don't like hybrid models. But I would like to hear your opinion. My experience in doing this solvation in proteins and in small peptides is that keeping explicit quantum waters is it's fundamental.
Yes.
If you want,
this
is thing that you have to expand your QS region.
This is a cartoon for simplification of the methodology. But what you say is absolutely right.
But you can do that. I mean, you can.
Yeah, sure. You can extend.
You define only that the solute is the solute plus some water.
Right. So you can do that.
No cappings, right? Please take that message to your president. Thank you.
First of all, I think this discussion you just said to both of you, I think it's great. And I think if you continue this compared to Andreas, I think that you can make really a step forward in the development.
We can as soon as when he starts calling exact exchange.
That is a comment which I would like you to home. I hope it is on. Now, I have a question for you on this also, related to what you just said. The last point Alberto was saying about how you treat because we never discussed about this actually, how you treat the solute with this perturbation theory behind. At the point you say, we freeze the solute, and we act only on perturbative way on the solvent, and then you say that you basically add the components of the atomic perturbation of the solvent. I don't get this. Can you please explain this?
The point is that you start with a calculation, you have your solute, and with your solvent. And in the moment, the solute and the solvent have one structure. Yeah? And that is this energy which you see here. And now, in the solvent, something changes a little bit. The positions of the water change a little bit because you make a molecular mechanics. So they change a little bit. And these changes are in these delta Ds. These are the changed structure parameters of the solvent, let's say water molecules. And then you can expand the new QM energy, which is now the old QM energy from this frozen beginning structure with this new MM structure. The solute, however, is frozen, has not changed. You can expand this simply in a Taylor series. And then what you have to calculate are these derivatives. And what you see here, these are these derivatives. And if you look at the first order derivative, this is simply an electric field integral. And of course, there is a sum, so this is with respect to one position, as one coordinate of an MM atom. There is a sum in front of here of all MM atoms. So you need a lot of these integrals to calculate, but we know how to do this. And in the second order term, there unfortunately now comes that this changed solvent has of course an effect on the QM density. The density does not freeze. That is the approximation Peter Poulet, and also White-Tao have done when they try to implement this. And that this change here, that change we calculate by perturbation theory.
Yeah, but the accuracy, that is what you want. The accuracy of the final result of this perturbation theory will finally depend on the depth to which your final
We have no idea about series expansion, accuracy, or something like that. This is something of our research. The cupping potential.
No. I have no problem.
Well, I should not put your title on you don't care. Okay.
So anyway. Thanks, Andreas. Well, I agree with Alberto's comment that ideally, I think the QM region should be as big as possible, including a solvation layer. It's true. And I'm coming to maybe a future project that you could have. Well, if you put some water in the QM region, especially if you couple this very probably exciting approach that you propose, you will have a problem of exchange of QM and MM water. So there are many schemes in the literature, but they are all really, really expensive because basically you have buffers, and so you multiply the number of where you have a smaller region QM and then a larger region MM, and you try to, and you have potential discontinuities, many big problems. And I was wondering if you could also extend this type of ideas you have of using perturbation theory to avoid redoing the SCL, to reduce also the cost of this buffer-based exchange. I don't know if you have thought about that.
I have not the slightest idea of that, and I really, that is one of the reasons why I'm presenting this, because I need input from you guys, because I'm from the MM side. I have left here a little bit my comfort zone.
Yeah. No, because, well,
yeah. No, but I remember that Sergey in Moscow, they have implemented something like a potential.
Yeah, they have.
But I don't know.
In practice.
Okay. I really don't know. I have no idea.
No, it's not against Sergey's approach, but all of these approaches, as soon as you have an exchange, you have such a variation in the potential that all your buffer is really shaky.
That is definitely a problem. Which
Muchas gracias por la intervención.
students to the front. That is disappointing.
Estamos asustados.